Next class, you need to learn how to draw the shape for the s, p, and d orbitals. Okay. So the first one is s orbitals. This is the simplest orbital. Okay, so s orbital has a circular shape. So we'll start with one s. Okay, and then see that this is not a circular shape, so draw it until you got a perfect shape. And 2s, the difference between 2s and 1s is the size. So for 2s, the size become larger. So 3s must be bigger than 2s. So first, write down your note. So the first note is all lobes must be same size. Okay, this is the note on how to draw all the orbitals. Second note is to know that all axes are not fixed. Okay, and the third note, it would be easier for us to draw the orbitals shapes first rather than draw the axis. So continue on with s orbital. So your x-axis must poke and then emerge, and then your y-axis must poke and emerge as well. And last, that would be your z-axis. It need to poke and emerge as well. So that's for 1s. Okay, when I say that the axes are not fixed, that means I can write my horizontal axis as y and my vertical axis as x or y, or you can write it as z, and this axis would be x. Okay. So for 3s, okay, I'll just remember class that one axis need to poke and one axis one axis it need to poke to choke, and then the other one must emerge. Okay, so that's how you're gonna draw your 1s, 2s, and 3s orbital. So for p orbital, it would have a dumbbell shape. Okay, so this is how you draw your dumbbell shape for p orbitals. Okay, let's start with 2px. Okay, so the tips for to draw your p orbitals is first by drawing your loops first. So we're gonna draw 3 dumbbell shapes for all three: 2px, 2py, and 2pz. Okay, so draw 3 dumbbell shape in horizontal position. Okay, this is not in the same size, so you need to make a correction on it. Okay, remember class, the lobes must be of same size. All right. Okay, so 2px. So your axis must poke at x axis. For 2py, your axis must poke for y axis, and for 2pz, your axis must poke at z axis. Okay, so now you are left with 2 axes. Okay, so the first one for 2px, so you can write it as either y or z axis. Okay, so I'm gonna go with x. So this axis must be for z. Okay, and the same thing goes for 2py and 2pz. Oh, sorry. So this must be for 2px. Okay, the vertical axis must be for y. Okay, make some correction. So for 2py, the axis that poke is y axis. The vertical axis would be x, and the dented axis would be z. For 2pz, the vertical axis would be y, and the dented axis would be x. So the second tips to draw p orbital is to just write your remaining axis. Okay, so that's how you draw p orbitals. Okay, so what is the difference between 2px and 3px? Yeah, the size for the dumbbell shape for 3px would be much bigger than 2px, but still the axis that poke would be x because 2px, and the vertical axis, okay, it can be either y or z. I'm gonna go with y, and this axis would be z. Okay, you can just change this axis with z or y. Okay, just make sure when n higher your size will become bigger.